Welcome to the Pentastic Podcast, where we help take your business to the next level with the latest and greatest Pinterest marketing strategies. I'm your host, and today we're going to talk about one of the most powerful yet overlooked marketing platforms out there. If you're an e-commerce business owner or an online business coach, or a content creator and blogger, you know the importance of standing out in a crowd and in that crowded online space. Pinterest can help you with this, right? With its user-friendly interface, highly engaged audience, and long-lasting content, Pinterest can be a game changer for your business. But how do you get over the overwhelm of learning a new platform? By learning how to utilize this platform effectively, you can drive traffic to your website, increase your brand visibility, and connect with your ideal audience. And don't worry, I'm there with you. We all know learning a new platform can be overwhelming, but I'm here to guide you through it. So, whether you're just getting started with Pinterest or looking to take your marketing strategy to the next level, this episode is for you. I know some of you might be feeling a little overwhelmed by the idea of learning a new marketing platform, but I want to provide you with some actionable tips that you can implement today to help you overcome that initial learning curve and start seeing results almost immediately. Seriously, no joke. We do this in my Jumpstart program with a number of my students. So imagine yourself going through these actionable tips, implementing them, and a few weeks from now, with your Pinterest account optimized and your first few pins going viral, you're starting to see traffic and engagement. And you can't wait to see where this platform will take your business. You're going to be so grateful that you took the time to learn this platform, and you're not going to be able to imagine your business without it. Doesn't that sound amazing? It's normal to get a little bit overwhelmed when you're starting something new. It doesn't matter if it's in business or if it's in personal life. Let me tell you, I get overwhelmed every time I have a big project coming up for my sewing retreat. I go on a sewing retreat once or twice a year with my mom, and we focus on different projects for quilts, for blankets. I'm doing baby blankets, whatever it is. And this time around, I am doing a quilt with t-shirts from my high school years. That's kind of nerve-wracking for me and a little bit overwhelming. Why? Because I haven't done it before. I'm not an expert at creating quilts, one, and two, at creating quilts with memories, right? Once you make that cut, you can't go back. But you need to remember something. You don't have to become an expert overnight. You take it one step at a time. You lean on other people that have done it before, and you trial and error, and you'll get there. It's easy to fall in the trap of sticking with what you already know. I've done, I don't know how many baby blankets for friends, for my kids, just for fun. But think about it. If I always keep sticking with baby blankets, I'm never going to get to another level. I'm never going to learn something I don't know. If you keep doing what you've already done in your marketing, you're going to keep getting what you've already gotten, right? So are you getting amazing results and you don't need any new marketing strategies? Or are you looking to expand your audience, looking to expand your sales, looking to grow your business? Why not take a chance and try something new? So, let's talk about some of those actionable tips for overcoming the initial learning curve, right? One of the biggest things that we start with in my Jumpstart program, it's a part of my pillars that I teach and use in everything I do Pinterest. It doesn't matter if you're in one of my programs, it doesn't matter if you're in one of my coaching groups, or it doesn't matter if we're doing it for you, right? These 4 pillars are what we focus on and center our framework on. One of those pillars is called systems. It's standpoint, systems, strategy, and scale, right? And one of those is systems. You need to start with the basics of the system. So even though we're using Pinterest for Pinterest marketing, it's still one of the systems that we have. There's 7 other systems that I have on my list here that I train on in that one pillar. So today we're going to focus on the Pinterest system, right? The Pinterest platform. And so when starting with the basics on the Pinterest platform, you need to have a business account. So many times I talk to people time and time again, and they say, I've been on Pinterest for personal use for years, but I don't have a business account set up. Should I continue? Should I keep my personal account? Should I create a business account? Should I merge it? Those are all things you need to think about, regardless of your choice that you choose for your strategy. You need to make sure you have a business account set up. This way, then you can have information on the back end of that that's going to tell you how you are doing with this platform. How is this system serving you? So you want to focus on that business account and then focus on optimizing your profile so that you can reflect your brand and niche in your profile. And that may sound like something that's super simple, right? You go to Facebook, you go to Instagram, you set up a profile. I'm talking about a platform that is search-based, visually search-based, right? So it is important to start with the basics and lay that solid foundation for your whole overall strategy, beginning with a business profile. This is going to give you, again, those access to the business features. You're going to have access to analytics, promoted pins, the trends, reports, things like that. But it is absolutely crucial to optimize your Pinterest profile to make it clear what your brand is all about and how you can help your target audience. So this is going to include using keywords in your profile description, using keywords in your profile name, adding your website and other links, selecting a profile picture, right? Laura, how do I put keywords in my profile picture? What do you name your profile picture when you're saving it to your computer? Right? Cover photos at the top, you can do a video or a photo that reflect your brand. These are all things that you can do right now today. Go to Pinterest, open up your profile, make sure that you are on a business account, and then look at what you have on there. Is your name just Laura Reich? Or is your name Laura Reich, Pinterest marketing maven? That's not what my name is, but that's just an example, right? Or is it Laura Reich, owner of Simply Fantastic Pinterest marketing agency? Like, those are keywords. Those are descriptive. You have to think of when you build a house, you have a foundation. So why are you building a Pinterest strategy without having this foundation laid for your entire Pinterest account and the boards and everything to sit on? After you optimize your profile, that's when you then take the next step to creating boards that are going to reflect your brand and your niche, right? So the foundation is that basement of your house. That's your profile. The boards are going to be the rooms in your house, right? They're going to be different categories that the boards are grouped together so that they can house specific pins related to a specific topic or a specific theme. By creating these boards, even if you don't have any content to put on them right now, creating some boards that are relevant to your business and audience, you can start to attract more followers and build on that so that you increase your engagement and your traffic with the content you put on it when you are ready. If you already have content out there, you can change your boards and your profile to start even seeing more from the content that's already out there because now it's got this foundation, right? By starting with the basics and building that strong foundation, you're going to be well on your way to mastering the whole platform for your business and achieving those marketing goals that you set in the beginning, right? Because in Standpoint, we set those marketing goals. You want to reach those goals. And by mastering this platform, you're going to be well on your way to achieving that because now you have laid that foundation. The second thing that you can take action on right now today is using keywords strategically in that foundation. Like we talked about above, right? Pinterest is specifically a search engine. Like it's a search-based platform. So you include all these keywords in your names, your boards, things that your target audience is going to be searching for. But how do you find them? Like, what if you're still new and Pinterest as a whole is overwhelming, right? You're not sure how to find the keywords. Laura, everybody talks about these words. Everybody talks about focusing. I get SEO maybe. I use Google keyword tool, but I don't understand how to use this for Pinterest. The keywords are going to be slightly different, right? So you're going to want to go to trends.pinterest.com. This is a free tool that you have access to when you have a Pinterest account set up. And when you're in here, it's going to give you top trends across the region that you're a part of. They're going to have top trends that have a high search volume right up at the top within the last 30 days for you. And then they're also going to have a discover area. And this discover area is going to be huge for you finding the keywords that you can start to use in that foundation, right? It's going to teach you what is popular on Pinterest and when people start searching for those popular phrases or words. You can filter it by interests, or maybe you have a word or two that you are already thinking of. Type those in, and then it's going to be able to tell you what the weekly, monthly, and yearly change is. Is it an increasing trend? Is it a static trend? Is it something that maybe has seasonal trends to it? That's what you're going to want to focus on because you're not going to want something that's a sporadic trend to be on your foundation. You're not going to want something that is going to be a specific keyword that is too specific to reaching a wide audience in your foundation, right? So these are things that you need to think about. But the good news is it doesn't have to be scary or overwhelming. They have it all laid out for you. So once you have those keywords, once you have that foundation, then you can start focusing on creating those visuals, right? Those things that stand out in the feed. And this is another part that people are like, okay, but I'm not a graphic designer. Or I know how to use Canva, but I'm running out of ideas, right? I have 5 products or I have 2 services. I'm running out of ideas of how to create a visual pin with the keywords that I want to rank for. This is where I'm going to say get creative, right? There's tons of templates out there. There's Etsy, there's templates on Canva, there's templates on all these other different platforms out there where you can find something that works for you. You don't have to create it yourself. You can find things that help make it easier for you. But some other tips for you to be able to implement right now today to know if you are a product-based company, you don't have to just focus on your products. You can focus on pins that maybe don't showcase your product, but have text overlay on the pin. If you're service-based, you don't have to focus on just what your service is. You can focus on FAQs. You can focus on testimonials. You can do video testimonials. There's a lot of things that you can do outside of just the initial what you're thinking of when it comes to your mind. So I challenge you to think about that a little bit differently as well. Maybe go back to the trends and the reports that they give you on the trends and start looking at what the platform provides for trends keywords and what pins show up under those trending keywords to give yourself a more well-rounded idea of things that you can do. The last thing that I will cover for a tip that you can implement today is don't be afraid to invest in some time to learn the platform. And don't be afraid to invest in some Pinterest training or hiring a Pinterest expert if you feel like you need some extra help. Because investing in a training or hiring an expert can provide you with that knowledge and expertise that you need to be able to maximize your Pinterest presence and reach your marketing goals. Some of you have been on the platform for a while, and some of you are just getting started. Regardless of where you're at, Pinterest is constantly evolving. And so it's important to stay up to date with the latest trends, algorithms, and strategies. But by investing in a training or hiring an expert, you can save tons of time and headache by avoiding costly mistakes or trial and error. You'll be able to learn the best practices for creating high-performing pins, optimizing your boards, and driving traffic to your website or online store. There's a number of different reasons that you would want to focus on learning the systems and strategies from someone who's been through it and knows, right? They're going to be able to help provide that customized, tailored advice to your specific business and your marketing goals. So now is the perfect time to start looking at learning Pinterest marketing platform to boost your online presence and drive your sales. We've had a number of changes on the platform for the actual platform itself. There have been idea pins that now have links, which there's a couple different strategies for utilizing idea pins so you don't completely tank your overall strategy by just going out there and starting to include links in all your idea pins. Trust me, it'll tank everything. There's different things that you can learn in terms of videos or repurposing. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to reach out to us. Go ahead and comment systems below, and I can get you some more information on how to find the best information that is up to date for your foundational Pinterest systems: Tailwind, Canva, Shopify, Hootsuite, Planoly, WordPress, even ChatGPT prompts for Pinterest specific, right? Don't let the fear of your overwhelm or limited knowledge or belief in the platform hold you back from exploring new marketing channels like Pinterest. With a little bit of effort and some actionable tips like the ones we covered here today, you can overcome the initial learning curve and tap into a whole new huge potential audience for your brand. Thanks for tuning in to the Pintastic podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and until next time, keep on pinning instead of spinning your wheels in your marketing.